everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nina and this is Red Elevator. I am so excited, you guys, about today's episode because today, wait for it, we are going to look at my top 10 favorite IKEA items. I know you guys have been really excited about this particular episode, as am I, and the reason I'm super excited is that I love mixing IKEA with high-end, meaning not everything that you buy in your home has to be amazing, expensive. It can be amazing, but not everything has to be super, super, super expensive. You can definitely mix high and low. In this episode, that is exactly what we're going to look at. You can actually use the items in a way that can look extremely expensive and extremely chic, so you don't want to miss my top IKEA item. So here you have a heat-resistant, what looks like a regular container that you can take from the oven to your fridge. So why do I love this so much? Well, I'm always losing my lids, as I'm sure you guys are too. It's lids and socks, like where do they go? Well, no need to worry because IKEA has come up with a solution. So you buy a bunch of these lids, they're not expensive. Everything that I'm showing you right now from this collection is part of the 365 IKEA collection, which means you can use it all year round. And this one is great because you just grab your lid after you're out of the oven or whatever, and you just cover your container. It could be hot, it doesn't matter. This is silicone, it's great, it's friendly, and then you can just walk to your refrigerator. So these are my next favorite items. These are the silicone gloves from IKEA. Everything will be linked down in the section below so you can buy these as well. But I love these because when I'm cooking, I'm always running around like a crazy person, and I always realize that if I need to put on gloves, I don't have time to, find a way into the glove. But instead, I just pop my hands in these little puppies, and then I can pick up any dish out of the oven or out of, wherever your hot element is, and just take it to the table. So these are really a nice item, and I can't imagine not having them. My next item that I love are the Lactica dish towels. IKEA has an array of dish towels. They're priced phenomenally well. I would literally go in and buy 20 of them because I like everything to be uniform. But then when I was there last week, I saw these and I fell in love. Look, people, how chic. How chic is that? And of course, it has a companion. So make sure you watch to the end of this video because I'm going to show you my favorite IKEA item at the very end. Now, we're going to look at some other 365 item that I've got scattered in this kitchen that I absolutely love, and it's the glass container. This glass container looks really expensive. The glass is really thick, you guys, and the lid is really nice. It's wood, it's vacuum sealed, as you could hear, because it's got this nice little silicone rim at the edge of it. These are literally pennies on the dollar. I mean, they are so inexpensive considering what you're getting that I just can't imagine why you wouldn't want these. These are amazing. These little cuties, you are not gonna wanna live without. I love these spice jars. You've seen so many of them out there on the market. It seems to be a trend where everyone's buying spice jars. But what I really love about these are the shape of them and the amount of spice you can put in them. They are the perfect size. This is a 3-ounce jar, which is a little bit bigger than the ones you get at the market that just come pre-packaged, so that if you happen to have your old one and the new one, you can kind of combine them and you can get rid of those ugly bottles. What I also love about them is the way that they sit. They're nice and heavy at the bottom. They have this cute little bubble shape and they look great, honestly. I just, typed what spices was and stuck them on here, but there are some great labels out there that you could also stick on your spice jars. But these are wonderful. I mean, who doesn't want Himalayan salt out of this jar? So I was walking by, as I told you guys, in IKEA, and I found these placemats. No, I didn't have anything to do with this. I did not collaborate with IKEA, but I had to have them. Why? Because they match the floors. What's my next favorite item? They are these beautiful avrundad. Yes, I do speak Swedish. Glasses. And what's great about them is that they're double glazed And so if you're holding a very hot drink, you're actually not holding the hot drink, you're holding the outer part of the drink. So these are really fun, you guys. I bought a bunch of them and we use them for coffee, we use them for tea, and they just look really fancy and chic. So this might not look like a big deal, and it really isn't. They're just really great square melamine trays. But what I like to do with them, and that's why I wanted to share it with you guys, and it's something I've been doing for years, but this time I'm gonna do them with the Ikea trays, is that I buy a bunch of them. And the reason I buy a bunch of them is that I leave them on the counter by the stove. And what happens is that people are always eating sometimes in a hurry, or I ask people to bring me some treats sometimes. And so what they do is they grab a tray, maybe they'll pour tea, maybe they'll grab some food, and then they'll take it with them upstairs or wherever. So it's a great way to keep your kitchen organized and sort of clutter-free instead of looking for a tray all over the place. If they're chic enough and you can buy a bunch of them, you will see that you're gonna use these trays everywhere all the time. Another great use for these that we actually do all the time in order not to soil the marble is when we bring in takeout, which happens every once in a while, we will put these side by side, and then we will open all of the containers from our takeout. And that way we just pop them onto these trays and people just walk by and serve themselves. This way you're protecting your counter, things are not getting everywhere, you're not spilling juice everywhere, and it's an easier cleanup. So this might just look like a regular stainless steel bowl, but it isn't, because it's another great find of mine. So what's amazing about this bowl is that, let's say you need to mix eggs or you're cooking, baking, and you need to set it down. So you've got this cute little silicone lid that also acts as a holder. So you just swivel this a little bit, and as you can see, it's now tight. And then you can go ahead and with one hand, instead of having to hold it and doing all that stuff, you basically can beat your eggs or whatever it is that you're doing without this moving. Again, economical as hell and really chic. So when you're done, let's say you have whipped some fabulous whipping cream and you just want to refrigerate it until your guests come to add on strawberries or whatever. Now I'm going on a hunger tangent apparently. But what's so great about this is that you remove your, don't do that either. Don't dump the whipped cream on the floor. You literally lift your bowl, you lift this fabulous lid, which is silicone, you invert it, right? So this way, you put it on, which fits perfectly, and then you push this down, and everything is nice and sealed, and you're ready to put it in your refrigerator. So here it is, my all-time favorite IKEA item of 2020. I scoured the entire place, you guys, and as you know, it's not a small little location. It is a big location, and I went high and low, up and down, and guess what I found? There she is. This is my favorite all-time item, and I know you're wondering why. So, let's say you're cooking pasta, which we often do, especially if we have kids, and we place it next to the stove. So we cook pasta, then we don't want to put it on the marble or any of your counters, by the way. You put it here, and then the kids are like, Mommy, I'm hungry. What do you say? No problem, children. I am coming to the table. All right, guys, here it is, another all-time favorite that I found, had to have, brought home, and started using immediately. And every one of you can actually have one of your own as well. So here she is. She is a felt drawer liner, you guys. I can't even begin to tell you the amount of places that you can use this. But for now, we're just gonna talk about where I used it so that you can come up with ideas of your own, but they are universal. They are felt drawer liners. And as you can see, you can organize everything. This is my essentials dinner setting party drawer, which is where I keep my napkin rings, my card placements, and I love having everything together, and I love having them protected in this like beautiful felt drawer liner. I mean, it's amazing. So, as you guys know, I love decorating and setting a table, and I would like to have access to them easily. Prior to this, they were all in boxes, and I could never remember what I have and what I don't have, but now I just open my drawer, Shazam, and I've got everything that I need at the tip of my fingers. You can use them in any of your drawers in your bedroom or in an office, and you can organize things by category. You guys know how much I love organization, and we're still going to be doing a kitchen organization tour on another episode. So make sure and subscribe because you guys might miss it. So the subscribe button is right there to the right of your screen. Make sure you push so that you can get an alert that we have a new video out. But honestly, this is like amazing. I think I'm gonna put them in every drawer in this whole house. Thank you for watching, you guys. This was a really fun one. I have to say, I enjoyed myself tremendously. And this is what I will be doing. I will be scouring the earth or Ikea to find what are my absolute favorite items and how they can be useful for you and your family. So don't forget to give this video a like and also subscribe. It was wonderful seeing you guys again, and you will see me next time.